So after round 3, we're very lucky to be joined by the American Grandmaster, Sam Shankland. Thank you so much for joining us. You've just knocked out Vidit Gujrathi, incredibly strong player. How are you feeling at the moment?
Well, good. I mean, Vidit and I go way back. I think he's the best player India produced from the 1990s births. I'm the best player the US produced from the 1990s births. And we've had some people switch, but we go way back, and he's a very good chess player. He's got quite a good score against me overall. Not massive, but definitely in his favor in the past. So, and obviously my ratings dropped a lot, so he had to be considered the favorite. So I guess I'm happy to have won.
And he's also no stranger as yourself to the World Cup format, but I think he is one of the few players who has made it to the final 8 consistently in the World Cup format. So does that make help for you as well to believe in yourself a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I remember 2021 was the real heartbreaker for me. Both Vidit and I lost in the quarterfinals. He lost to Duda in regulation, and I lost a ridiculous tiebreak on Shankland. But then I guess he repeated it in 2023, and I got knocked out in round 1. So, yeah, he's a tough opponent for this format just because he doesn't strike me as like that crazy dangerous in general, but he's so solid and so hard to beat. And like if you just can't beat a guy and he'll take a chance when it comes, it's pretty hard to win a match. Like with White, I mean, I feel like I was getting about as good as I could get in both of these rapid games out of preparation and still wasn't really, I guess the first game I was sort of putting pressure, but wasn't really able to do that much, maybe slightly better, and we just sort of held on without much trouble. But yeah, I guess he's a tough opponent, and I'm glad to beat him.
And in the 2 classical games that you played, they were both draws, which is of course why you came into the tiebreaks. But in one of them in particular, there was a lot of time that you ended up with. You were still like 1 hour 15 or something.
Yeah. Well,
the second.
I had prepared it super deep, like all the way out to Rook D5, and I guess I naively thought like, okay, the computer gives like 0.30 for White, and if he makes it all the way here, and it's a symmetrical structure, like, I mean, how bad can it really be? I should be fine. But it was actually quite a bit more unpleasant than I had anticipated, and at some point I was a bit worried, but I guess I played a couple mistakes, but I don't think I made any that were bad enough to lose the game. And then he only had 1 chance to put pressure, which I'm not sure is enough to win or not. And when he missed that, it was an easy call.
Right. And of course, you're now joining quite a few of the Americans to come through. I think there's now 4 of you, I believe. Yourself, Sam Sevian, Wanda Liang, and Levon Aronian, I believe, you're through. What's the kind of mood like generally in the American contingent?
I don't know. I haven't spoken with Seven, but Wonder is always, he's a very happy, upbeat guy, and it's just a pleasure to be around. But it's hard to tell because he can just be losing 5 games in a row and he'll still look the same. But he's been good breakfast company, and he's also been playing very well, certainly better than me. And his side of the bracket is much gentler than mine. At this point, all the upsets seem to lose on one side, and not my side. But yeah, that happened.
I mean, talking about upsets, there were some surprise upsets from the American contingent as well, with Wesley So and also Hans Niemann, getting knocked out quite early on. Has that kind of, changed the momentum, for yourself, or do you feel in the tournament in general?
Focus on your own match. Everything else outside of your control.
Right. And you've got the rest day tomorrow, and then after that, I believe you'll be facing Richard Bradford.
Yeah.
What's your kind of thoughts there?
I haven't had enough time to
process it.
Richard and I go way back as well. I've played him a bunch of times. I think his score is pretty good and good. So I should probably try to end it impossible.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's probably a better strategy.
And just, as I said, you've got the rest day tomorrow. Any plans for it, or just preparation?
No, not yet. I'll probably take a walk, do a little bit, but get out, get some nice lunch.
Perfect. Well, Sam, thank you so much for chatting with us today, and best of luck for the rest of the tournament.